Good Sunday morning. I'm your host, Carla Salinas. Welcome to Take 5. We found a new home-style dining restaurant to add to your list of places to visit. Our Dani Cantu sat down with Medelina's restaurant in Mission.
Hi Take Fivers, I'm at Medelina's in Mission, where this family-owned restaurant has amazing food items like their sherry tacos and their gorditas, and I promise you they're going to blow you away. Let's get into it. Medelina, a name that inspired a family to create not just one, but two restaurants in the Rio Grande Valley that prioritizes their customers and makes everyone feel like they're at home.
Medelina's came from Medelina, our grandma. Her name is Maria Medelina Garcia. She did pass away, so we just wanted to honor her in the way that she loved to express her love, and which was cooking and food and tending to us and being nice to others and helping others and just being gentle and compassionate. And I feel like that's what we have to offer here. We're very up with our customers. We know almost all our customers. We have our regulars, and we already know like they like this, they don't like that, and I just feel that we have that connection, just how my grandma had very good connections with people.
Here at Medelina's, prepared to feel that southern hospitality that many people speak so highly of.
I know exactly who comes in, who goes out. When they come in, I go ahead and greet them one by one and go to the tables, and I ask them any questions they want to ask me, the food they want to try out, and I'll be more than happy to be attending everybody that comes in here.
After opening their first restaurant through Casa Salads in Roma, the family decided to take their dishes east to the Mission area to give more customers the opportunity to taste the delicious food that is made out of the best ingredient, love.
All our workers, I feel like they put so much love into our food, because when it started, I remember I told them, I was like, hey, this restaurant represents my grandma's name, my family's name. Let's take care of it as if it was your own. Like I always tell them, let's take care of the restaurant, the food, the plates. Every plate has to come up with like love that you put towards it. And I think that's what just makes it so much different. The love that goes into the food, I think it passes to the customer and they can just feel it. And it's very a homey feeling.
Madeline said it's her goal to make sure customers leave Medelina satisfied and ready to come back for more.
All right, guys, let's take a bite.
Plus, it always helps her to know that she has a strong support system to remind her what started it all.
It always helps us remember her and keep her memory alive. There's times where it's a very long day, busy day, and then my uncle will come in and he's like, she's watching you work, and we'll just joke around about it. And we're very in tune as a family, I would like to say.
For generations, this family has prided themselves on their integrity. Their dishes are always made with care and attention to detail.
Nothing is made ahead of time. You order some enchiladas, you order some tacos, and they start fixing everything from scratch.
If you're ever missing home and craving a meal that feels like mom's cooking, Medelina's is the place for you.
Come try it out. Give us that chance to show that love in our dishes that has been shown to us and passed down to us by generations. It'd be nice to show it.
For Take 5, I'm Dani Cantu.
So from the hot kitchen to the cold ice tub, I went over to the Phoenix Project in McAllen to try and de-stress and relax. Let's see how it went. The Phoenix Project in McAllen started with the goal to educate and implement lifestyle modifications that promote a long and healthy life and improve physical and mental health. The Phoenix Project isn't your typical day spa, and there's no place quite like this in the RGV.
The goal is to show people how to be well, how to be okay, how to be resilient, how to deal with the chronic stress that we deal with on a daily basis.
Every aspect of the Phoenix Project has a purpose, starting with yoga and breathwork classes.
Everything here deals with the mental aspect of improving your mental health, decreasing your stress levels and your burnout, but also changing your metabolism, changing your physiology so that you can actually become not only fragile, we want to become anti-fragile. And we want to become more resilient.
Dr. Taylor also created this place to serve as a sanctuary where people can come and relax, so he invited me inside to try some unique technology. What you're seeing here is essentially a compression garment for the legs. We've all been to the doctor's office to get our blood pressure checked on our arm. Well, this feels just like that, but on your legs. It was a strange sensation to feel my heartbeat on my legs, but Dr. Taylor assured me it has plenty of benefits, including increasing circulation, reviving muscles, and reducing swelling. And then it was time to try these unique acupressure bands paired with headphones. These work to balance and harmonize your body, leaving you with a clear head and even improve your sleep. Not to mention, it's incredibly relaxing. And speaking of clearing your head, there's no better way to do that than with a complete shock to your system with an ice bath. Now, this is no relaxing experience at all, but Dr. Taylor tells us this bath will have lasting benefits.
There's a theory called hormesis that basically says that if you expose yourself to uncomfortable situations, to small measured stressors, you actually become used to that. And things that are uncomfortable start being uncomfortable, so that your comfort level can grow. Your body grows stronger by doing those things.
So it was time to be strong and commit to taking the plunge.
Here we go. 3, 2.
After facing my fears,
Why can't I feel my toes?
it was time to unwind and relax with a unique facial with Gabriella. Gabriella is the only holistic esthetician in the RGV, and this facial was unlike any other I've ever had. Overall, I had an amazing time at the Phoenix Project, and this is definitely a place I want to bring my family and friends to for a relaxing time that's also going to help us live a long and healthy life.
And a lot of times life is about being one day at a time, and we hope that this gives you that one day that people need.
Good Sunday morning. Empowering the RGV is coming to you from Match Made in Edinburgh. Not only are they serving unique drinks, but it's their hospitality that will keep you coming back for more. And they have an incredible story to share with us today. Joining us is owner Stephanie Bradley. Stephanie, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having us and for being here. We appreciate you.
And I said coming, but we're actually here.
And we
with
love
you.
it. We welcome you always.
We're
we
so
welcome
excited.
You. So thank you for coming
All
so
right,
much.
share your story. Why did you want to open Match Made?
So my wife and I opened Match Made in 2020-ish during the pandemic because we had originally met at a coffee shop, and I asked her out on our first date on a coffee cup, and then we were later on coming back from a cruise and we were in Seattle, so we went to the original Starbucks, which is where we met, and she proposed on my coffee cup, and the girl set the drink down on the counter and turned it around, and it said, "Will you marry me?" And so we knew that coffee was an important part of our story. So when we started planning our wedding for New Year's Eve going into 2020, we were like, well, we have to have coffee. We have to have coffee. And as it turned out, there was really only one local company that did coffee catering for that sort of event. And so we tried to contract them, our wedding planner did, and after they had signed the contract and everything, a couple weeks later they contacted her and said, "Sorry, we can't do it. It's a same-sex couple. We don't agree with it. We're not comfortable with it." And so at that point, I mean, obviously we were hurt, we were disappointed, we were upset. We went through the whole gamut of emotions of being told, like, this is something that was obviously special for your wedding. We planned the coffee service before we picked out dresses, before we picked a venue, anything, because we knew it was such an important part of our story. So when that happened, it was a real blow to us. And so Delisa says to me one day, she goes, "We're gonna, if they won't serve the masses, we will." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she says, "We're gonna start a coffee company, and we'll be the company that serves all the people that others won't." You have to put everything, every bit of passion you possess into it. You have to believe that you can do it, because nobody else will until you do. And I think that starting out, you don't know what you don't know. And so it's a lot harder, I think, than you think it is. But I think if you get the right people on your side, ask those questions of the chamber and the Small Business Association, get all the information you can, because knowledge obviously is power. But it is true, we took a very bad situation and turned it into something miraculously wonderful, where we provide a safe haven for everybody. And one of our mottos is coffee for everyone. And we don't discriminate against anybody for any reason, because this is a safe place. But really, for people wanting to start out and do a business and something they believe in, if you believe in it, others will believe in it too. You just have to have the patience to stick with it.
It's more than coffee here at Match Made. Come and visit them in Edinburgh.
Still ahead on Take 5, the Take 5 team makes unique bracelets. We'll show you when we come back.
Hey Take Fivers, we have some exciting news. Starting September 9th, we will be joining you every weekday on Channel 5. Yep, you heard that right. We are moving to Monday through Friday, starting on September 9th at 4 in the afternoon. We'll see you then.
Beautiful beads and beautiful designs, Beaded offers bracelets, necklaces, and beaded bags, and so much more. They even let us sit down and make some bracelets of our own. Let's check it out.
Here on Take 5, we have been lucky enough to highlight some of the unique art scene that we have in the RGV, and today we are continuing to do just that. We are joined here by Nathan Garcia. He is a Weslaco native and he is the creator of Beaded.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're very excited to have you, and please tell us a little bit more about Beaded.
Beaded is actually something I started in efforts to cope with the loss of my younger brother, which shifted a lot of my priorities towards my mental health. And once I graduated with my degree in chemistry, I knew I wanted to pursue something more creative. And on his birthday, I launched my website.
You know, I definitely believe idle hands, you know, you want to keep busy, you want to keep, and you're doing it through creativity.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about where you pull all of these ideas from. We've got so much color here, so much creativity. Where do these ideas come from?
They come from everywhere. Like everywhere I look, I have a note app on my phone and like I just write down all the concepts I want to create.
Wow, and so tell us a little bit about what you do have, some of the products that you do sell.
Well, I do have phone charms, card holders, and necklaces. I do have a lot of other small things, but one of my favorites are my bags.
Right, and these purses are absolutely amazing. How long do these take you?
They range from normally like a day and a half to 3. I like to focus on one thing at a time.
So I actually have my Take 5 team with me here today. And so we're gonna give a little sneak peek of what this bead night will look like.
Okay.
And so we're gonna definitely need your help. We're gonna need your help with this creativity to come up with some bracelets for ourselves.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so let's get started. I've brought Carla and Heather with me. They're gonna join in on the creativity. Okay. So we're making bracelets.
Oh, scared me.
Did you start all over again?
No. Yes, I did. I did. It's all gone.
They all came out.
It's all gone, everybody.
So we just wrapped up. We all have our new bracelets.
Here we are with another Made in the 956 Extra. I am joined by Channel 5 News anchor Javier Guerra. Javi, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here with you, Carla.
All right, so what do you got for us today?
It's a concept that's slowly growing here in the States, and it's making it easier to buy and trade cards. It's a pretty popular concept in Japan, and it's become more popular here. Now, Ibrahim Garza started out with the idea in 2023, Carla, and started with one vending machine at the outlets in Mercedes. And now guess how many he has?
How many?
So he has 4 at the outlets, 1 at Mercado District on 23rd Street.
So the idea was to, keep profits low and minimal while being able to expand by acquiring the friends and family of our customers to continue to come to our business.
Such a great idea.
Yes.
Congratulations to him. He is really
definitely
making waves down here in the RGV and hopefully beyond.
Yeah, definitely. And he says after that, after expanding to Austin and to Houston, he's hoping to expand to the Dallas area, and he's also hoping to franchise out.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we'll definitely look out for him. He's making waves, definitely. Well,
Yes,
thank you
he
so
is.
much for joining us today, Javier. We really appreciate you being here.
All right, Carla, thank you so much for having me. I'm having a great time.
From the outlets to the icebox, we take a look at some cool sculptures you can order right here in the Valley. We know down here that the days are hot and stay hot for a while, but Alfredo over at Alfredo's Ice Carvings en La Feria keeps it cool with his even cooler ice sculptures. Let's take a look.
In the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, as the heat blazes and the temperatures usually soar, we found a unique artist who has been carving his own path through ice. We traveled to La Feria to meet Alfredo Noriega, who has been beautifully making ice sculptures all from the humble settings of his garage. Not many people in the RGV have taken up this hobby, likely due to the heat, but Alfredo has been crafting ice sculptures for 25 years.
I used to work at Sheraton at the island, and then the executive chef there used to do the ice carvings for the Sunday brunches. And I'd pass by and look at him and see what he was doing, right? And then one day they want to learn how to do ice carvings? I'm like, yeah. I said, well, come in on Saturdays, 2 hours before your shift, on your own time, and I'll teach you how to start. And I was there, 2 hours for my time, and he kind of taught me how to hit it, how not to hit it, the basics. Then after that, it's all practice.
He decided to design a podium for us with a floral arrangement on the bottom and a few more details on the top. And yes, this is all done the old school way with his trusty tools.
Well, I have old man's disease. I'm used to doing it one way, but now there's tools. Most of it's by hand. It's chainsaws, chisels, and die grinders. It's a prong chisel and this is a flat chisel. And of course, the major one is the chainsaw. Because this one takes out the bigger pieces out of the way. And then after that, you do the fine details.
And the fine details are exactly what he's doing to our Take 5 sculpture today.
I'm gonna do a little, I think they're called bubble bits. And little, I call them wigglies. Kind of like crisscrosses, some kind of like lines. And then I'm gonna use some nail board and scratch the surface so it'll even it out, so it'll look flat. And then I'm gonna do an aluminum sheet. I kind of warm it up and then put it on top and slide it up, and it makes it real clear.
As Alfredo finished up the ice sculpture for us, I couldn't help but think that even in one of the hottest places, he was making something so eye-catching and refreshing. He tells us he can make almost anything you set your mind to. You name it, he can make it.
It's a hobby, but I really like the end result. After I do it, I'm like, wow, I did that. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. It feels good. And it feels very good when the customer's happy.
We opened up the garage to get one more good look at our ice sculpture, and as the warm Texas air filled the room and the ice began to melt, it made me appreciate the temporary beauty that was created in that garage. And now you know, if you're ever in need of an ice sculpture for an event, you can contact Alfredo's Ice Carving in La Feria. For Take 5, I'm Idani Cantu.
Coming up on Take 5, interested in whitening your teeth, a product that might help is next.
This segment is supported by Power Swabs.
If your teeth are yellowing due to coffee, tea, red wine, or smoking, then this is for you. If you want whiter teeth in 5 minutes, Power Swabs can help. And here to tell us all about Power Swabs is Scott DeFalco. Thank you so much for joining us, Scott.
Carla, you bet they can help in less than 5 minutes. You're going to see results. We're going to do it without sensitivity, Carla, and it also works on all dental surfaces. So if you're watching right now and you have caps, crowns, and veneers, or any cosmetic dental procedure, you spend thousands on it. Looks great when it's done, but over time, your smile goes uneven because they stain. Not anymore, Carla. Power Swabs will lift those stains, get you back to that bright white smile you had when it was done.
So Scott, how does the process work?
Yeah, this is pretty cool because you can attest to the fact that it works so quickly. It's not time consuming. It doesn't taste bad. It's not messy. And with it, again, I feel the biggest advantage is that there's no sensitivity. So with your permission, I'm going to swab it out right here on the show. You know how this works. I'm going to show your viewers just how simple this product is.
All right, let's do it.
As you know, it is a quick 2-step process. And when you get the Power Swabs in the mail, Carla, again, as you know, you get a box of 7 stain-out swabs and a box of 7 whitening swabs. And for your viewers out there, it is this simple. You pop the stain-out swab open first, you rub it on your teeth like I'm doing here for only 2 minutes, Carla. And over the 2 minutes, what we're doing is we're actually removing the stain, but we're hydrating our enamel. That's the key to no sensitivity. People ask me all the time, Scott, why do the strips and the trays hurt so much, that's because they take the moisture out of your enamel and dry it out. With the Stain Out Swab, we're hydrating your enamel so you don't have sensitivity. And Carla, that is a make or break for a ton of people. But that's the reason why. So you do that for 2 minutes, then you pop open the whitening swab, another 2 minutes, and there's the shade chart on your screen. What I just did in less than 5 minutes, you're gonna get on average 2 shades whiter. You're only gonna repeat that process once a day for 7 days and get up to 6 shades whiter. Best part, yes, it gets better, Carla. Results last up to 6 months. So really, it's just an incredible product. And you see in the digitally altered picture, these are good looking people. All we did was change the shade of their teeth, and you can see the difference it made from left to right. So when you see that, whether it's on your screen or in person, that energy is just infectious, and that's the kind of perception you want to give off professionally in person.
So Scott, how can people place their orders? I know you have a special discount for us today.
The only way to get this special, which is 50% off, plus free shipping, plus for free the on-the-go Stain Out Quick Stick for the daily maintenance, just call the 1-800 number that's right there on your screen, Carla. That's 1-800-663-4517. Don't you call it again, because you know me and I will hook you up. But for everyone else out there, that's the number to call to get our biggest discount ever.
All right, Scott, thank you so much for being here. Again, you can place your order by calling 1-800-663-4517 or go online to powerswabs.com. And here's some events happening across the valley. A free concert is happening tonight at 7. The Valley Band Red River Valley will be playing at the Tower Theater in Weslaco. If you're a fan of 70s rock and roll, you'll have a blast with their Red River Valley. The City of Elsa Parks and Rec is hosting their August Pet Clinic. This is a wonderful opportunity to provide your pets with essential services like microchipping, flea and tick preventatives, and spay and neuter information. All happening today at 6 p.m. at the Garden at Pacific Trails. Plus, join Gabaritas for Loteria Night in La Feria. There is no charge to play Loteria, and they will have prizes for the winners while supplies last, all starting at 6 p.m. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday morning. We'll be back next week with more fun. Until then, have a great week.